This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Welcome to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. This is the game in the second division between Churchill and Hatshepsut. Both leaders with 2 wins and 3 losses in the last 5. 4 points for each of them. Churchill is number 15 in the league, Hatshepsut number 12. There is not much to separate them. Both of these two have played and lost against Suryavarman II and Bismarck. Both of them have played and won against Isabella. So let's go take a look at the map. And oh my and oh, this doesn't look good for Churchill. Look at this. He is on a tiny strip of land covered with jungle with 2 clams to help him and then a couple of hills over here. He is starting in the middle here. That is the western part of the continent, but if you look in the middle here to the east of Hatshepsut, she has a lot better starting position. She has dyes, there are rivers here, dyes, there are cows, incense and also silk, and she has a lot more options, lot more avenues to expansion. The only place that Churchill can go, well, he could always build a boat and go over here, but he only can really travel north into the jungle, and if he can get himself up here he should be good, because this is all good lands. But what is this starting position going to mean for him? I don't know. That is very interesting to find out. Let's actually start the game and find out then, shall we? We are off, and here we are, Churchill versus Hatshepsut in the second division. Both of them went for a religion. Hatshepsut got it. Churchill is in Hinduism, Hatshepsut in Buddhism, and Hatshepsut is not very pleased with Churchill. She has 2 cities, Churchill has only 1, and I wonder when he's going to build. There is his second city. But Hatshepsut is up to 4, and she has a lot better avenues, a lot more room to expand into. But Churchill is coming her way now. He has blocked off that little peninsula up northwest. 6 cities Hatshepsut, 7 cities Hatshepsut, and 4 for Churchill. And Churchill is weaker than Hatshepsut as well. Hatshepsut is getting a lot more land over on the eastern part, but there Churchill has found his way down the coast and is challenging for some of the lands, at least on the western part of the continent. It's only one big continent and then some smaller continents in this world, as you see from the minimap. Hatshepsut though 12 cities, Churchill 8 cities. That is a big difference. And it is a difference that came about as a result of the starting positions. Churchill had a poor starting position with a lot of water and a very little land, and the land that had the jungle. 12 cities to 9, and Churchill is 0.4 the strength of Hatshepsut as well, so he's a lot weaker. He's building his cities though. 9 cities to Hatshepsut's 13. He gets now into feudalism next, while Hatshepsut is on machinery. Let's see what they can do. 9 cities to 14 now for Hatshepsut. Churchill is 0.4 or 0.5 the strength of Hatshepsut, and this is not going to look good for the English leader. 9 cities to 16, and Hatshepsut looks like she is going to be in a very good position in this game now. She looks like she may actually be on her way to winning it. Turn 252, 16 cities, 17 cities now for Hatshepsut. Going for education. Churchill is 0.6 the strength of Hatshepsut, which means that Hatshepsut is not exactly building units, because Churchill was down to 0.4, now he's up to 0.6. He's going for banking while Hatshepsut is on liberalism. 19 cities to 9. Churchill doesn't have much more room to expand into. Hatshepsut was first to liberalism as well, and now she is on nationalism, while Churchill is just now getting banking. 9 cities for Churchill, 19 for Hatshepsut. We are at turn 274. And it looks to me like Churchill is up to 10 cities now. Liverpool has been founded on that little outcropping down in the southwest. And it looks like he's going to control that area then, but 21 cities Hatshepsut, 10 for Churchill, and Churchill is 0.6 the strength, which means that Hatshepsut is not building up units, but she did found the city just next to Churchill, just south of his. And now 22 cities to 10, Churchill and both of them getting optics. Hatshepsut is going for astronomy. Churchill takes his way via philosophy first. And Hatshepsut and gunpowder. Churchill is on civil service. And she does have, we have the war. We do have the war. I have to abort every thought and look at the war. 22 cities to 10, Hatshepsut. But Churchill is 0.7 the strength, so let's follow that number. He's on paper, she's on military science, 22 to 11. He founded another city then, 22 to 11 is the city count at the moment. Hatshepsut with 22, Churchill still 0.7 the strength of Hatshepsut, so he hasn't lost any particularly more units. She is furious at him, of course. 22 cities to 11, and she hasn't been able to take particularly many cities. Now she's on rifling though, and now they sign peace. Okay, 23 to 10 after the peace has been signed, and Churchill has given away a city, it looks like. 23 cities to 10. Churchill 0.6 the strength of Hatshepsut, which is going to get even worse as Hatshepsut gets rifling. And Churchill is on education, and Hatshepsut is on military tradition. 23 cities to 10, turn 3, 32 right now. And since Hatshepsut, she is actually cautious with Churchill then, so it's not a guarantee that she is going to attack him now, early or immediately. But she is on steel, and with 24 cities, and she is building cities in the New World. We look over to the west and see that she has gotten the Antarctic connected continent, and she is also on that mini continent in the west there, and also up in the north soon, I believe. 27 cities to 10. She is going towards railroads, while Churchill is getting towards economics. Turn 353. I think it's only a matter of time now. I haven't seen any settle up in the north, but that's surely one of her ways, one of her goals to get a settler up there. 28 cities Hatshepsut, and Churchill is down to 0.3 the strength, and now he's getting gunpowder, but we remember that Hatshepsut already has rifling, so that's not going to help at all. 10 cities for England, and Hatshepsut is up to 30, and this war that we have now should be the final war of the game. Hatshepsut should be able to take enough cities to get up to the domination threshold and win that. Churchill is down to 8 cities, by the way. I blink for a blink of an eye, and suddenly Churchill has lost 2 cities immediately, down from 10 to 8. Now Churchill is still on 8, turn 371. I cannot believe there is a lot of water in the English within the English borders, so I don't think he has that much land. And down to 7, I believe domination is just around the corner for Hatshepsut here now, and there it is. Turn 375, 1955 AD. Hatshepsut has won a domination victory, so congratulations to the Egyptian Empress. Churchill has lost. This was a game with 2 wars. Churchill declared the first one in 1866, that's turn 303. He won the war by capturing the city of Edfu. However, in 1902 he gifted the city to Hatshepsut, probably in exchange for peace, because they signed a peace treaty the very same turn. So even though he did win his war, he didn't get to keep the spoils. But it is registered as a win in the war table, because when he gave the city away, it was a diplomatic affair and not in battle. Hatshepsut's declaration of war came in 1942 in turn 362. She captured 3 cities and that was it. Domination was reached in 1955, turn 375. Congratulations, and let's go then to the statistics. We see the graphs. Hatshepsut has been number 1 in score for the whole game. GNP very much number 1, production very much number 1, food, with the exception of a tiny period here in the BC around 180 era, she was also number 1 in food for the whole game. Power and culture and espionage. Espionage was actually Churchill number 1 most of the game. Okay, but that's the only thing as well. Demographics. Churchill's numbers are to the left and Hatshepsut's numbers are here. She has very good numbers, I think. 3,400 GNP, but 800, almost 900 production and 636 in food. Those are good numbers. 27.8 million in population is also good versus Churchill's 2.3 million. The top 6 cities and the wonders. Let's go to the bottom to see the bottom wonders. 1, 2, 3, 4 wonders in the BC era. And let's go to the top. And we see that Hatshepsut has number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6 cities. So all the top 6 cities, in other words. Statistics page. Churchill, 10 cities built, 3 religions founded. Currently he has 20 towns, 12 farms, and 7 mines. He built in his cities 10 granaries and barracks, 9 courthouses and lighthouses, 2 Confucian temples down there, page down. And we see the pyramids at the bottom there, and you can read the rest for yourself. We are going to go and take a look at the current units. 16 longbowmen, 13 catapults, 12 musketmen, and down to 1 Confucian missionary. And he trained 25 archers, 22 knights, 20 catapults, 3 chariots as well, page down. And we see 2 scouts actually at the bottom of the list. The kills are 13 grenadiers, 6 musketmen and 6 cannons, down to a privateer at the bottom, and the losses for Churchill were 20 knights, 14 longbowmen, 13 caravels, and 3 swordsmen to finish off the list. Hatshepsut, she did build 30 cities, 4 religions, 3 golden ages, currently 72 windmills, 59 towns and 16 villages. In her cities she did build 24 barracks, 23 granaries, 20 forges, 3 Christian monasteries we see there, page down, and we see the Apostolic Palace, Mausoleum, Solos, Sistine Chapel, a lot of stuff, Masjid al-Haram at the bottom there. Let's go page down and see that the Hagia Sophia is at the bottom of the list, and a lot of good wonders on this list. She currently has 97 riflemen, 55 grenadiers, 24 workers, and all the way down to 1 Buddhist missionary. She trained the following units: 41 longbowmen, 31 settlers, 31 also grenadiers, 29 riflemen, and 7 great prophets down there. Let's go page down to find a maceman at the bottom of the list. And then the kills, let's confirm: 20 knights, 14 longbowmen, 13 caravels, 11 war elephants, and down to 3 swordsmen. And the losses were 13 grenadiers, 6 musketmen, 6 cannons, and down to a settler at the bottom. That's the numbers. Let's go take a look at the victory condition screen and the cities. The victory condition screen shows Hatshepsut reaching exactly 74.00% of the land area which she needed for the domination. She was not too far away from culture either. She could have started doing the culture slider thingy, and then she would have gotten something here. Apollo program, well, not yet built. Hatshepsut built the Apostolic Palace. You see the score was very much in her favor. Let's go take a look at her cities. That is, we can take the look at Churchill cities first, of course. He has 7 of them left. If we sort them by population, we'll see that Nottingham is number 1 with pop 9, London, York, Hastings, Coventry and Oxford all pop 8, and Newcastle 6. They are happy, they are healthy relatively, they have some, well, decent food, commerce, and relatively low production then. All units, of course, because he's losing the war. He did lose the war. Let's go take a look at Hatshepsut's 33 cities. Hatshepsut, okay. And then we go here and do the cities, sort by population. We are at the top. Thebes, Pep 17, Alexandria 16, Akhetaten 16, and we see the Kremlin is being built in Thebes, Globe Theatre in Pyramus, we see Culture in Warwick, probably recently captured. They are relatively happy. Athribis is unhappy, but everything else is good. Unhealthy in Alexandria, but apart from that everything is healthy. And we see the base food is decent. Base commerce 137 in Thebes, that's very good. 111 in Memphis, also worth noticing. And also a lot with 80 plus here, 89 in Abydos actually. That's very good. And we see the production, base production of 63 and 85 in total for the Kremlin. That is reasonable. 70 in Memphis building render with 52 base, 44 base, 59 and Globe Theatre. So Sebennytus, size 4 city. Let's go to the bottom. And Sebennytus, there it is. And Bubastis and below is now then the new cities on page 2, and building a lot of units and stuff here as well. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Looking at the updated league tables then, Churchill number 15 with his 4 points and negative 44 score turn difference. Hatshepsut is number 8 with 6 points, negative 9 score turn difference. Next up is the game between Hammurabi and Mao Zedong that comes along in a little bit. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders League. I hope to see you later today for the next game. Bye for now.